Waves were splashing a boot. It's okay, so we got that little feller done. That feller. So let's look at some of their references so that we know what to do about some of these other pieces here. For some reason, there we go. We'll go ahead and pop this up. Okay, so they go with a blue, an ultramarine blue, which is a lapis color. Blue, red, blue, gold, red. See the diamond shapes, the lozenge shapes that go to the end of the acanthus vines. Those are all red consistently. I see they want a red, gold, red. It's where they normally it's a gold, blue, red, gold, blue, red, gold, blue, red. And you try to balance and weigh the colors. That's why there's a blue, a gold, and then a blue, a red, a blue, and then the blue's over here. But they try to do it in a pattern, somewhat of a pattern. That's how I try to lay things out. So we'll go back down here and we'll pick up some color. And we'll go, actually I need a little more, something a little darker. There we go, right there. And then we're going to go back to our first image. But I really like the way that tunic came out. I'm really happy with that. It's like, it worked. So now I'm going to go in and play with this a little bit. I think we're going to do gold on the end. What, gold, red, blue maybe? Let's see, gold, red, blue. That would be blue. The lozenge here would be red. Okay, so I'm going to actually take and I'm going to paint that in place. Because there's no way to stop it. So I'm going to paint the edge of this and put lozenges in the ends of the acanthus. Now we can drop color in. There you go, just like that. And now I'm going to go back to my brush. Same thing this side. And I could play with the opacity so that if I ran over the edges, you would still see the ink edges. You could do that too. That's a thing. Especially when you're dealing on something that's minutia, like this. Alright, now I go over here and go gold, red, blue. Red. There you go. Gold, red, blue, blue. We'll do blue. But first, I'm going to go around to all the things that I feel like should be red. Like that should be gold there. Gold, red, blue. Ah! Back up. Undo paint bucket fill. Ah! So I'll go here and I'll take and convert that to a brush stroke and cinch it off. Basically close the floodgate right here, which is essentially what we're doing. Now go back to bucket fill, fill the space, and come back out. Gold, or blue, red, red, lozenge, lozenge. Let me close the floodgate here, so to speak. color fill. There we go. Go back up. Close down this lozenge area. And then close this as well. And then we'll flood that space. There we go. Let's look at the bigger scheme of things here. Blue, gold, red, blue, gold, blue, gold, red, blue, gold. So this would be red. All right. It's important to determine what's going to be what. Predetermined, so to speak. Let me go ahead and shut this down. All right, and then we'll flood. This would be all one technique. You just paint that whole thing red, right? And then come in with your layering. So this is gold. That's probably going to be red. Maybe not. Gold, blue, red. Gold, blue, red. So that's red and that's red. Okay, we're going to come in and now we're going to fill. We'll go up. And this is a nice carmine red too, by the way. The color that I picked with the dye dropper, and it came out really nice. We'll do that. Plug that hole. And then we're going to come in with a bucket again and fill. Boom. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and fill that little slice in with some red. There we go. Oh, I'll show you with the opacity. Let me go ahead and remove that last brush stroke. Okay? So now I'm going to see the opacity. Well, I don't know that you can see it on your end. Yes. You don't see the drop-down menu, but you can see me hovering over the opacity menu. That's the opacity tool. So what I'll do is I'm going to reduce it to about 33% or 34%. Now watch what happens. It's like I do a paint over. It's still, you see, like I screwed up with the brush. You can still see through it. It's still a little thick. So let me undo those brush strokes. Let's further reduce the opacity down to 20%. Okay? So this is like your thin areas. Like your paint's getting real thin. It's getting watered down, you know, because you keep hydrating and hydrating and hydrating and using more and more pigment and getting less and less product. So look, so there it is. That's what you would have if you had an oversweep. That's see that in every single manuscript ever, right there. You'll see that an overswash, and they're not worried about it. They're worried about speed and completing the project. They're not worried about one little piece of minutia that has a little bit of overwash or overpaint, overstroke, whatever you want to call it. So we'll leave it there, just like that. That's my signature mistake, and we're gonna walk away from this. Actually, I can go ahead and paint down here in the corners. There we go. And that's good enough for me. That's good enough for government work. Ugh. Alright. And we'll come back to... I guess we'll fill blue. Oh, I didn't fill this. Amazing enough. There we go. Alright. So let's take a grander look. Let's step back from our work and take a longer view. There we go. It's framed up nice.